Ethan was getting ready to leave in his car for a business trip. The weather was clear, and he was in a good mood. Suddenly, his mother-in-law, Linda, appeared and asked if she could join him. She said she was getting bored at home, and while her son-in-law was working, she could look around the city and relax. Something inside told Ethan that he should agree to take her along. Linda, a 47-year-old blonde in a sundress, settled into the front seat, smiled sweetly, and thanked him for taking her along. The trip went without incident. Linda tried to strike up a conversation, but the conversation was not about anything in particular. When the destination was 100 kilometers away, the silence became awkward. Ethan began to notice Linda's gaze moving from his face to his torso, then gradually lower, as if she were checking the gearbox. It made him feel uneasy. Quiet music played in the background, and it soon became clear that Linda wasn't just looking at Ethan, she was fantasizing about him. She imagined the two of them alone in the woods, their lips meeting in a passionate kiss. These thoughts fueled her desire to make these fantasies come true. But how? Linda subtly moved closer to Ethan, her hand accidentally touching his leg and then his arm. Ethan pretended that nothing unusual had happened, but secretly, he was enjoying these casual touches from an experienced woman. Sensing his reaction, Linda whispered seductively in his ear, "Let's stop somewhere quiet, Ethan. I'll thank you properly for letting me come with you." Linda knew exactly how to seduce men and skillfully captured Ethan's attention. As they drove, Ethan couldn't help but think of places to stay. Soon, he found a secluded spot and pulled off to the side of the road. There were trees all around and no one in sight. No one would disturb them here. Taking a blanket from the car, they walked a little deeper into the forest, hiding from prying eyes. After a few minutes, strange sounds spread through the forest, making even the animals freeze with curiosity. After a while, they returned to the car and continued on their way. Ethan kept his eyes on Linda, already thinking about the return trip and how they would undoubtedly return to the forest. When they arrived in town, Linda went about her business and Ethan went about his. Toward evening, they met up and started the return trip home. But this time, they were both anxious to get back to those woods. As soon as they arrived, Linda grabbed a blanket and hurriedly spread it out, her excitement palpable. Ethan could barely keep up with her. It was obvious that she was already lost in her new adventure with her son-in-law. They found themselves alone among the big trees again, and curiosity gripped them. From that day on, Ethan and Linda ran away from everyone every chance they got to play the game again. They were even almost caught by Ethan's wife, Jessica. After that, Ethan became worried and wondered if he should end the affair. But Linda affectionately reassured him, promising that her daughter would never find out. And so they went on with their lives, expecting to be caught in the middle of an unconventional game.